Today we are taking a look at Chizuru Mizuhara from Rent a Girlfriend. This is the Chizuru Mizuhara figure in the Yumemirize line by SEGA. Rent a Girlfriend is a romantic comedy series centered on relationships, misunderstandings, and personal growth. Within that story, Chizuru is one of the central heroines, known for her composed manner, dependable presence, and professional attitude. Her calm confidence and strong sense of responsibility give her a distinct presence in the series. Today's highlights for this figure are the cat ears with pale gray-green inner details, the dark brown swimsuit with matching accessories, and the cat-like pose built around the forward-reaching body and curved tail. The first highlight is the cat ears. The dark brown outer sections rise clearly above the hairstyle, while pale gray-green sections are layered along the inside of each ear. Their pointed shape remains easy to recognize from both the front and angled views. The second highlight is the swimsuit outfit. The dark brown bikini top and bikini bottom create one consistent color block across the body, while the upper arm bands and bows at the hips continue the same color. The raised borders around the cups, thin straps, side knots, loops, and hanging ends keep each part of the outfit clearly separated. The third highlight is the cat-like pose. The torso leans forward, both hands are placed below the body, and the knees open outward while the heels remain raised. The tilted head, spread fingers, bent feet, and widely curved tail bring the entire pose together. This channel brings you figure reviews and anime merchandise updates straight from Japan. If you enjoyed this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe. The face is tilted slightly, combining large eyes directed toward the front with a gentle, closed-mouth smile. Each iris shifts from deep reddish purple at the top through red in the center and into orange near the bottom. White highlights and pale yellow circular details sit inside the eyes, while long eyelashes extend from the upper outer edges and shorter lines appear beneath them. Thin eyebrows form soft curves above the eyes, and the face continues through a small nose and smiling mouth before narrowing toward the chin. The bangs separate into several sections as they move from the top of the head toward the center of the face. Their tips stop at different heights around the eyebrows and upper eye area. Shorter sections curve inward along the cheeks, while longer strands descend from behind them toward the chest. The hair is mainly brown, with the ends changing into a reddish-pink color. These front strands overlap the outer edges of the cheeks and continue in front of the upper body. A thick braid runs across the back of the head like a band, with several sections gathered near the center. A narrow strand extends outward from that area, and its tip also changes into reddish-pink. Below the braid, the long hair separates into sections that follow the back and others that spread toward the outside of the body. Each section ends at a different angle, and the lower ends change from brown into reddish pink near the waist. A pair of cat ears is attached at the top of the head as separate parts from the surrounding hair. Their outer edges are dark brown and narrow toward pointed tips. Inside each ear, pale gray-green sections are layered along the inner border and point toward the center. The ears rise above both the bangs and the braid, keeping their shape clear from the front and from angled views. The torso leans deeply forward, with both arms extending diagonally downward from the shoulders until the palms are placed below the body. The shoulders open toward the outside, and the arms narrow gradually through the elbows and wrists. Along the back, the line moves from the base of the neck through the shoulder blades and toward the waist with a gentle inward curve. At the front, the rounded chest continues into the abdomen, while the sides of the torso narrow as they approach the waist. The upper section of the swimsuit is a dark brown bikini top. The two cups are connected by a narrow section at the center of the chest, and a raised border follows the upper, outer, and lower edges of each cup. Thin straps extend upward toward the back of the neck. Another narrow strap crosses the back beneath the long hair, with only part of it visible between the hair and the body. Separate dark brown bands wrap around the upper arms. Each one forms a narrow strip with a small raised edge along both boundaries, creating a clear break between the shoulders and the lower sections of the arms. Some of the longer front hair passes in front of these bands and hangs between the outer edge of the bikini top and the arms. This keeps the hair, swimsuit, and armbands readable as separate overlapping elements. Below the bikini top, the abdomen narrows toward the waist. A small recessed navel sits at the center, while the surrounding surface moves into the rounded sides of the torso. The hand closer to the front spreads its fingers widely and extends them forward. The other hand keeps the fingers closer together while pointing in the same direction. Both hands show individually separated fingers and gentle bends where the wrists meet the palms. The lower section of the swimsuit is a dark brown bikini bottom. Its upper edge follows the outside of the hips at a high position. At the front, the fabric narrows as it moves from the hips toward the center between the legs, while deep curved boundaries separate it from the upper thighs. At the back, the upper edge lowers toward the center and follows the rounded shape of the hips before narrowing between them. Dark brown ribbons are attached at the outer sides of the hips. Each ribbon has a central knot, a short loop extending outward, and two narrow ends hanging toward the upper thigh. The knots overlap the upper edge of the bikini bottom, while the loops and hanging ends extend beyond the main swimsuit section. From several angles, the reddish-pink ends of the long hair fall above the ribbons, placing the hair, ribbons, and swimsuit at different depths. A dark brown cat tail is attached at the center of the back, with its base connected to the upper edge of the bikini bottom. Small, uneven ridges continue along the surface from the base toward the end. The tail rises above the waist before curving widely toward the outside of the body, then changes direction again near the tip with a smaller bend. From behind, it overlaps the center of the bikini bottom before moving outward across the rounded line of the hips. Both legs open toward the outside of the body with the knees bent deeply. The thighs extend diagonally downward from the hips and narrow as they approach the knees. The leg closer to the front moves diagonally from the knee toward the foot, while the other leg is drawn farther behind the body. Both heels are raised, the toes point downward, and the visible soles narrow gradually toward the individually separated toes. This figure is approximately 12 centimeters tall. That's about 4.7 inches. For size comparison, here's a 350 milliliter can. That's about 12 ounces in the US. Overall, Chizuru Mizuhara by SEGA stands out because this figure combines a gentle expression, long brown hair with reddish-pink ends, a dark brown swimsuit, cat-themed details, and a pose that guides the eye naturally across the whole piece. The face leaves a calm first impression. The head is tilted slightly, the large eyes face toward the front, and the mouth forms a soft, closed smile. The reddish purple, red, and orange areas inside the irises are joined by white highlights and pale yellow details, while the thin eyebrows and long eyelashes keep the expression clearly defined. The hair strengthens that presentation very effectively. The bangs separate into sections of different lengths, while shorter strands follow the cheeks and longer strands descend toward the chest. A thick braid crosses the back of the head, and the hair below it separates into long sections that spread across the back. The change from brown into reddish pink gives the ends a clear division from the darker upper areas. Above the hairstyle, the dark brown cat ears and pale gray-green inner sections add a clear upward accent. The upper body works well because the swimsuit layout and the pose support each other closely. Both arms extend diagonally downward, creating a long line from the shoulders through the wrists and into the separated fingers. The dark brown bikini top uses two bordered cups, a narrow central connection, thin neck straps, and a strap crossing the back beneath the hair. Matching bands around the upper arms add another clear division between the shoulders and the lower arms. Below the chest, the abdomen narrows toward the waist, with the recessed navel placed at the center. The lower body gives the figure much of its appeal. The dark brown bikini bottom follows the hips and narrows between the legs, while the ribbons at the outer sides add separate knots, loops, and hanging ends. The cattail rises from the center of the back, curves widely toward the outside, and changes direction again near the tip. Both knees are bent deeply and opened outward, while the raised heels, downward pointing feet, and separated toes complete the cat-like pose. What makes the figure especially effective is the way all of these elements connect. The eye can move from the tilted face and cat ears through the forward-reaching arms and narrow waist, and then toward the opened legs and curved tail without feeling stuck. The reddish-pink hair ends continue that movement toward the back and help the whole silhouette feel wide and easy to follow. Because of that, fans of Rent a Girlfriend or Chizuru Mizuhara will likely enjoy this piece very much. Collectors who like swimsuit outfits, cat-themed details, and distinctive low poses should find it a very satisfying addition. That's it for this video. If there's any part of the figure you liked, feel free to leave a comment and share your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.